Hi everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood hypnotist here to talk about memorization. So today we'll be learning techniques on using hypnotism to help you memorize things, whether it be a grocery list, whether it be, I don't know, for school or work. And basically what we're doing is using mnemonic. I always get this wrong, so I already preset how to say it properly.
Mnemonics.
Mnemonics. We're going to be using mnemonics in hypnotism. And yeah, so this is a tool that I actually used in university to memorize different facts. And I didn't realize this, but I was actually beginning to use a type of hypnosis. The definition of mnemonics is the study and development of systems for improving and assisting the memory. It says so right here on Google. So I learned about this when I took a psychology class at the University of Guelph. And recently I sort of realized that it pairs incredibly well with hypnosis. By using visualizations, we can guide ourselves into a scenario where literally we are seeing different things that will remind us of what we're trying to remember. So today I'm going to give a generic one so you guys can use it for whatever you need. I'll put you down into trance, and then from there we're going to pick sort of a spot we can all imagine, and weird things are going to be happening to help us remember the information. So before we get started, I'm going to give you an example of how I use this in university. So for my psychology course, I had to memorize Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is basically a pyramid that I'll put here. So obviously there's a lot of information to memorize that, and you have to memorize it in that order. So in order to do that, I started to use mnemonics without realizing it. So basically what I did was imagine myself in my elementary school. So for the first classroom I looked into, I saw physiological needs. So I imagined a bunch of, grade ones running around in little caveman outfits. And they were fighting over scraps of meat. They were drinking lots of water. Having a little fire for warmth, and some of them were sleeping. So caveman, children, I paired with physiological needs. And, you see them go crazy, and that's how you remember, okay, that's number one. And as you're walking further down the hall, I looked into the cafeteria. And in there, I see a bunch of sleeping puppies. They're all curled up in little tiny dog houses, all wrapped up in blankets. And I think, oh, they're secure in their house and they're clearly safe and comfortable. So that is safety needs. And next I walk along, and the next room I come to is the principal's office. And I look in there, and all of a sudden I see all of my teachers all making out in there. And it's very surprising and shocking. So that is belongingness and love needs, intimate relationships, and friends. So obviously those visualizations in that setting is very shocking. So that's why it's such a great tool to remember information, because our brain thinks of these ridiculous things and really holds on to them. Especially if you practice a few times, you really get stuck in there. You can imagine it like you're watching your own movie. And hypnosis just helps ingrain this information into your brain. Let's begin the hypnotic journey to help us memorize what we need to memorize. So I'm going to use my handy dandy click clackers here for our induction. The induction helps you get relaxed into that state of consciousness where you are highly focused and able to memorize things a lot easier. So every time you hear this sound, you are going to feel more and more relaxed. Take a deep breath in and relax your body all the way down, deeper and deeper. Now open your eyes and pick a spot on the ceiling to look at while you listen to my voice. And I'd like you to imagine you can look through the wall at a very pleasant scene. It can be whatever scene you want, a beach or a forest. Just focus your eyes on that now. Take a deep breath in and relax your body all the way down. You're gonna hear my clicker go 10 times, and every time you hear the sound, you will double that feeling of relaxation. And maybe at the 5th click, maybe at the 2nd, your eyes will feel so heavy and relaxed. They'll close down and you will sink into a black void of relaxation. Starting now, deeper and deeper relaxed. Deeper and deeper relaxed. Heavier and heavier. Drifting down now. Further and further down. Eyes feeling heavier and heavier. Feeling more relaxed than you've ever felt before. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, but relax. Close your eyes down now, drifting deeper than ever before. And in this inky blackness, behind closed eyelids, I'd like you to imagine that you are standing in one of the schools that you previously went to. You are standing in one of the hallways, at the very end of the hall. Maybe you look down and you see that your body has changed to that age. And just feel the different emotions you felt at this age. What clothes are you wearing? What sounds might you hear in this hallway? Now, in a moment, but not yet, you will explore the school. In each room that you see will be that piece of information that you need to remember, that you will not forget because of this exercise. Now think of the first piece of information that absolutely will stick in your brain. You can go to the first room, the first classroom that you come by down the hall. You look in, and I'd like you to put that piece of information in there. Something very silly for you to remember. Just like how I talked about the teachers kissing, I want you to put an association of the first piece of information with something absolutely ridiculous, but relevant to that information. I will be quiet for a few moments while you do that now. You will hear the click from my little chime, and when you do, that information will be locked in forever. What a silly and strange thing that you have put inside of this room. Now move down the hall, feeling more and more relaxed as if you were in a dream, to the next room. You look inside and see that very familiar room, that old classroom. And if you don't remember it perfectly the way it was, that's okay. Fill in the little details and take that next piece of information. I'd like you to put it inside the room now and pair it with something that relates to that piece of information but is so ridiculous, so strange that you will never forget what you've left in that room. Do it now while I am quiet for a few moments. And when you have it, you will hear a click of the chime, and that information will be locked in forever. You will hear it now. That information is locked into your mind, stuck there forever. What a strange sight that you have created. Now I'd like you to go down the hall and fill it, each room, with information that you need to remember. And you can imagine the click of the chime, locking that information in there and doubling your relaxation, your focus. You can place things in the hall or with people you might pass. You can place the information in the playground or at the front of the school. Just continue on your journey. If you have to, pause the video until you are completely done. I will click my clicker once more to lock the entirety of that information in. Now, From now on, you can visit this school filled with these important, strange, and wonderful pieces of information that you will never forget. It is so simple, so easy to do. And you can come back here and add more pieces of information to check in on those memories. But what a wonderful feeling it is to connect with your subconscious mind, to create and to build wonderful scenarios in your mind's eye. In a moment, I will count from 1 to 5, and you will be back, fully awake and alert. 1, coming out of the school. 2, back into your regular body. 3, back into the room. 4 and 5, eyes open, feeling wide awake and alert. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed your wonderful journey of mnemonic hypnosis. And if you are interested, you can sign up on my website for personal clinical hypnosis sessions. I do studying, anxiety, all sorts of different stuff. And I post videos every Sunday. So I will see you next week. Bye guys.